So here's a wild piece of news that isn't about Donald Trump for a change. We made direwolves? So that's wild, right? The whole idea that we could bring this species back is a fascinating one. But it's important to note, number one, they're not actually direwolves, right? They are wolves that have genetic coding that has some similarity to certain kinds of qualities that direwolves have, like the white coats, for instance. But they're not genetically identical to direwolves. But it's still a cool idea. Like, what if we could bring back the woolly mammoth or species that we made extinct, like dodo birds and stuff like that? So that's a very cool idea. There's a lot of concerns, though, like could this be bad for the environment? Could we end up bringing back an invasive species or make a whole new species? Because let's be honest, they're not identical. Make a whole new species that the environment basically doesn't have the ability to engage, that they become a problem of some kind. So these are things that we really need to think about. Ethical concerns, of course, abound. Like one of the things that we may not know about, like when it comes to like cloned animals, which is very similar, is the treatment of the surrogate mothers, right? So basically they're treated like hosts and they're often killed afterwards. They're often horribly mistreated. So that's a major worry too. Like I'd be really curious to know about the dog mothers basically who carried these direwolf embryos. It's also really important and interesting to note that is while we're doing this, we are making these whole new species. There's some things that really could never actually survive. Like, could this allow for Jurassic Park? But it can't allow for Jurassic Park because if we tried to bring dinosaurs back that were genetically identical, they actually couldn't survive now because the atmosphere was different. They were breathing in a different chemical composition in the atmosphere than what we have currently. So they wouldn't even be able to breathe. So we have to think about things like that too, like in terms of like, oh, I can try and bring this back, but it would have to be in a lot of ways radically different. So I guess we're not bringing back direwolves. We're making a whole new kind of direwolf. And well, I hope we have room for them. So cool, but terrifying.